The conflict between India and Pakistan escalates as both countries engage in military operations targeting each other with drones, missiles, and airstrikes. The situation intensified with reports of air intrusions, heavy caliber weapon firing, and missile attacks on civilian areas and military infrastructure along the line of control and the western border of India. Indian authorities held a media briefing attributing the heightened tensions to Pakistan's aggressive actions along the border and in Kashmir. For more details, joining us from Islamabad, Dr. Abdulrahman Al-Salihi, a journalist and political analyst. Good evening, Doctor.
Welcome, brother. I'm with you.
Doctor, given the ongoing escalation between both India and Pakistan, with both sides engaging in military operations, how do you foresee the situation developing in the short to medium term?
The thing is that what we have seen that the ceasefire, which it has been occurred today between both countries, is a positive development after recent escalations between both nations here in Pakistan and India. So both countries now they have willingness to reduce their tensions and engage for talks, which they decided that it will be like on 12th of May. In short term, in my opinion, that the ceasefire appears to be holding with both nations, and as they open their airspaces and planning also, as I told you, for for the talk. But for the medium-term stability, unresolved issues are still there. Like, for example, India suspended the Indus Water Treaty in April last month. Also, the investigations of the attack on Kashmir. These two issues, I think, at least for the medium term, it should be solved, because Pakistan, it depends on like 80% of their agriculture on the water which are coming from the three rivers which are coming from, under the agreement of Indus River Treaty.
Now, Mr. Al-Salihi, in light of the recent meetings by the top military leadership in both nations, where indirect references to nuclear capabilities were made, do you assess a real risk of the escalation towards the use of strategic or tactical nuclear weapons?
Yeah, the ceasefire now, it's reduced the immediate fears of nuclear conflict. Like both countries now, as I told you, that they have shown that the willingness and the desire to avoid the escalations and to sit also for talk. The underlying strategic tensions still persist. So Indians maintain, if we go back for their policies of using this, their nuclear weapons, we found that India, they have the policy of no first use for their nuclear. But again, also, if we come similarly for Pakistan, also they have this concept that we are not going to use it, but if we perceive an existential threat, for the nation, for Pakistan, then in this case, it might be used. Both the countries, they are willing to live without using this nuclear bomb, at least so far.
Now, Doctor, despite the rapid escalation and the hostile aggression, do you see this in a long term providing an opportunity to solve these outlying issues?
The issues, it will not be solved, especially the Kashmir dispute issue. It will continue there, because, this is from the day of their existence of these two nations. If they resolve this issue, definitely the risk will, the risk and the solutions will be there. But they will resolve maybe these small issues which they have it, as I told you, the investigations of the attacks, the treaty, the Indus Water Agreement, but not the Kashmiri one, as the Kashmir issue is still there. The nuclear weapon, still it has some, we can say some fear of to be used.
Well, Doctor, thank you so much for your insight and your time. That was Dr. Abdulrahman Al-Salihi, journalist and political analyst from Islamabad.